Hey guys, so today I'm following my own advice that I give all of my team members who are struggling to get out there. Rip the band aid off and do it scared. So that's what I'm here doing. Okay. Yesterday, I was scrolling Facebook, which is not something I do on a regular basis, to be honest. I have too much to do to just randomly scroll, so I scroll with intention. But I just happened to be scrolling yesterday, and I came across a post from someone I don't think I've ever spoken to before, but her post really got me. She asked what was the greatest gift you've ever been given. And of course, being a businesswoman, I really flipped that around into what's the biggest business gift I've ever been given. And I answered the question, and we started talking, and I realized that maybe somebody else needed to hear this. So here we are. Okay. There was a point in time in my business that I got really upset. I got really, really mad, really upset, and almost just threw up my hands and walked away. And I'm so glad that I didn't. We're not going to get into the details. I'm just going to tell you that at one point I felt really left behind. I had come from I've been in network marketing for a long time. Like, I know a lot of the tips and the tricks, but I was in a new type of company. I come from a makeup background. Like, I sold makeup for years and years and years. Name the company aside from the purple company, and I've probably been with them for at least a short stint of time because I just love makeup. But I decided that I wanted to try something different. And honestly, it was an accident. I found it by sheer accident, and it wasn't supposed to be my business. I found something that could help me organize my current business. And I thought, well, maybe I can just make a little money on the side, because I can't be the only person in network marketing that feels the struggle of needing to be more organized. And so I kind of gave it a shot, but not really. Like, I kind of gave it a shot, but not really. So to be fair to this person, I didn't come in to this company as a go-getter. It was more of a let's see if we can do anything with this. Well, the let's see if we can do anything with this took off. But again, I still stuck to this wasn't supposed to be my business. So fast forward several months, and I wasn't getting what I felt was enough support, not enough direction, because this was something new. Like I said, it's easy to put on false lashes. It's easy to put on lipstick. It's easy to take a selfie and just go, oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. And people, they'll either love it or they won't, and that's pretty much how you sell makeup. You go live, you give some tips and tricks, and that's it. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's not work, but this is different. So I had to learn how to really, really get in past the superficial, getting to know someone conversations. The biggest thing is you've got to build your network. You've got to build trust. You've got to build relationships. But to be quite honest, I will be honest. My building relationships when I was with makeup was typically pretty superficial. There were friends that I made, and I kept up with them, and we shouted each other out. We cheered each other on. But it really, honestly, it was superficial. So I needed to know how to get past that, to really dig into how can I help someone it's not just here's a color. Oh, well, you need your foundation to do this. I needed to get a little bit deeper in, and it was lost on me. I'm not gonna lie, it was lost on me. So that being said, I felt like I just wasn't getting enough. I would go ask questions. She didn't have the answers for them. And would direct me a little higher than her, which was fine. I mean, to be honest, if you don't know the answer, that's what you do. Or you go out and find the answers, but that's neither here nor there. This is all water under the bridge at this point. But at the time this was going on, I felt very unworthy of her time. I felt like I didn't matter. I felt like it just, I was just a number. That's how I felt. Now, whether or not that's how she felt, I don't know, because the conversation just died. There was no follow-up conversation. It was just, I didn't know how to reach her, and I don't think she knew how to reach me. But what that did force me to do was to, I have a friend that always says, seek self-improvement. So that's what I did. I really started digging in deep. I really started taking advantage of tons of free assets. They're all over the place, guys. You see these sponsored ads, how to build your group, how to do this, how to do that. And you sign up and you get 10,000 emails a day, and you have to go and unsubscribe from all of them, that stuff. And then that also forced me to look into actually seeking out a business coach, which I finally found one that I really liked. I really resonate with her because she's unlike so many business coaches who will tell you, to sell your product, you have to find the value, but they don't really break it down. And maybe it's just me. When you start speaking in very generic terms, you lose me. You lose me a lot, mainly because I'm very busy. I'm a homeschool mom. I'm a living caregiver. I volunteer. I'm a grandmother, but my grandbabies are far, far away from me. There's just, I didn't have the time then to sit down and really wrap my head around what they were trying to say. Are they giving you bad advice? Absolutely not. They're absolutely speaking the truth, but I didn't have the wherewithal to soak it in and make it apply. I needed someone to guide me a little bit more intricately. So I found it. Found this lady, and she has been in the business. She was with a very popular direct sales company that everybody knows. Everybody probably has something from that direct sales company somewhere in their kitchen. But she was able to help me understand what she was trying to, what the find the value, and again, you're like, Adrienne, you've got to be stupid, because that's, they're telling you to solve the problems, but they weren't necessarily saying, hey, Adrienne, solve the problems. So I found her. She was able to help me out. I did have another mentor who still to this day is just absolutely fabulous, and was able to help me wrap my head around so much that I hadn't been able to wrap my head around before. So being, I guess feeling that feeling of, I really felt worthless. I really felt unimportant. And I really felt like it just didn't matter what I did. It just didn't matter what I did. Nothing was ever going to be good enough. That's how I felt. Was that what she was putting out? Probably not. Probably not what she was putting out at all, to be fair. But that's how I felt. And I felt like my feelings were not very validated, and again, probably my fault. But because of that, I went outside and started looking for myself. Once that started happening, big things started changing, like huge, massive strides started moving. I started moving forward with my business, which then helped me get to a leadership status within my company, which then helped me get to become one of the top 3 leaders of my company. So I guess the confession here is that the greatest gift I ever got in business was what I felt was a lack of leadership. Does that make sense to anybody? A lot of people go through that. And I think that's the reason I wanted to come live. I think everybody's been through that at least once in a company. Usually people will jump companies, and you don't pay their bills. I have ladies who've left my team. They just weren't getting out of this company what they thought maybe they could. I still love them. I still talk to them on a regular basis. I still support them in whatever they've gone through. But I think maybe as overall, they just didn't get what they felt they could out of the company. So they've moved on, and that's okay. But you have people that'll jump companies, or they'll leave one company and go to another one. But I think what happens is we get lost. We just get stuck in a rut, and it's a repeating cycle. It's just a repeating cycle. There really is there really is no magic. There's no secret magic, wave a wand and everything will be okay. There is no new company that's going to come along that's going, oh, my light died, that's going to give you what you're looking for in a product line, I guess. Maybe, yeah, it may be new, it may be different. There may not be anything like that out there. But really, it starts up here, and it starts right here. And until these two things are communicating with the same language and out of the same book, you're probably not going to find what you're looking for. And you're probably going to be like me, and you're probably going to blame somebody else, when in all honesty, a lot of times it's not anyone else's fault. Now, does that mean that there's not horrible leaders out there? No, there are horrible leaders out there. I've been lucky. As much as this one instance upset me, and as much as I was ready to toss my hands up and walk away and just completely give up on direct sales ever, I still don't think I've ever had a horrible leader. But I know they exist. I've heard the stories. That's just, I don't know. I really feel like that question really got me. It really, really got me. And I feel like, hey, Christina, hey, Susie, I really feel like somebody out there needed to hear that. If you're not happy where you're at, I'd love to talk to you, but I would also love to support you where you are. Because you have to love what you do, and you have to want to do it. You have to want to do it. I did get to the point where I wanted to do this. I wanted to get to know people. I wanted to get to know what made them tick. Selling them a lipstick doesn't tell me what makes them tick. However, had I been smart enough, a year and a half ago, or a year ago, or even 8 months ago, when I was still working 2 companies, had I been smart enough to get past the superficial chit chat, I could have probably done a lot better where I was at, but I didn't. I think this has been, I feel like this has been an avenue that I needed. I needed this kick in the pants. I told you, your company doesn't make you, your product line doesn't make you, but I feel like this was the tool I needed to make me understand that I could do better. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to anybody? So again, there really is no magic. There's no magic company. There's no magic leader. You can have a great leader and still, I don't want anybody to be offended by this, because I've been, you name a shoe in network marketing and I have worn it. Okay. I have worn them all. You can have a great product line, you can have a great leader, and still not be as successful as you want to be. Been there, done that in every company I have ever been with. You can have a mediocre leader and a really good product line and still not be where you want to be. Yeah, I got that t-shirt too. You can have an amazing leader and an amazing product line and still not be where you're at. I've got all the t-shirts. I have all the t-shirts. All the little ticket stubs have been checked and stamped from where I've ridden that train. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know. I wanted to come clean. Like I really felt like that was a great question, and I took it to a business aspect when it wasn't a business question, but it really, I guess I needed that reminder sometimes. Did you know that even sometimes leaders need reminders of what they're capable of? We're human too. Yes, thank you, Susie. So anyway, that was my confession, that the best gift in my business I've ever been given was self-doubt and not realizing my own potential. And it was when I say it was thrown in my face, it wasn't thrown in my face by my leader. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was thrown in my face by my reaction to what I expected of my leader that I felt I wasn't getting. Does that make sense? Like, I was really bitter about this for a long time. I really, really was. Like, I was really, really super bitter about it for a long, long time. But I finally, I think I finally woke up and realized, this person can't make or break my business. This person, this person can't make me want to get up in the morning and do my business, or make me want to turn my phone off and sit there and binge Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like, that person another person can absolutely make you second guess yourself, or can absolutely push you to do better. But they literally cannot. Someone else cannot make or break your business. They can give you tools. They can give you tips. Yeah, Susie, you're right. Your leader is just a tool. It's up to you. You're right. But your leader they can absolutely give you the push you need to move forward and do better, or they cannot give you the push, and you can find that from within yourself to want to do better and to seek that out yourself. I just want you guys, like, I have so many friends that are in network marketing on my time on my Facebook, and I see the struggles. I see them all. I see every single one of them, and I've been in those shoes. I have struggled. Every struggle you can think of, I've struggled it. But I see so many people that give up before they even get started. And that's so sad. It's so sad to me, because listen, there's a lot of us that have been doing this long before COVID put us on lockdown and stuck us in our homes, right? Like, there's a lot of us. But we have so many new ones coming in because they are stuck at home. They're stuck at home for the first time. Or their kids are having to go to, they're having to do online virtual school. And instead of going to work, they're having to sit at home to make sure their kids are doing school or whatever. Or, and we can't just go to the store. And I mean, I can, because I live in Georgia. But some people just can't even go to the store, just to go window shopping. You know how sometimes you're feeling really down and you leave your debit card at home, you leave your cash at home, you just go window shopping just to get out of the house. Like, there's so many new people have joined a network marketing business because those things aren't available to us anymore. Okay. We are now, as network marketers, we are now in the prime. As horrible as it is, I'm not making light of this pandemic, so please don't even try to take it there. But we're in the perfect position to grow a business, grow our brands, grow ourselves, and grow our influence, and make some money. But we have to be willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just really wanted to share that. Like, I really did, because I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one who has ever struggled with that. And I'm sure someone somewhere right now is struggling with it, because there are so many new people. Like, there's just so many new ones. So that's my little PSA for today. I guess you could call it my soapbox, because I did a whole soapbox on this thing when it first went haywire. But I haven't given you guys an update. And that's, I'm an open book. I share everything. Like, I share everything. So I just wanted, for those of you who've been following, for those of you who know, for those of you who just kind of sit back and watch, it's okay. I still love you. But I wanted to let you know that it's finally hit me. It's finally hit me what really happened. What really happened was I was pushed into a place where it was sink or swim, where I had to make a decision whether this was going to be something I was going to do or not going to do. And even when this was going on, I did a live and I was like, I'm not going to fail despite this. I'm not going to let this one person dictate how I'm going to run my business or whether I'm going to make it or not. And that was my determination, but my anger was in the wrong place. It just was. I was very, very angry, and I'm not angry anymore. I'm not, because I've been given an opportunity to find the tools to find success. So anyway, all right, I'm going to let you guys go, because I feel like now I'm rambling. So, which is